This is going to be fun. So, hi, Shelly here with Shelly Can Help. And this is my favorite part of my job. I absolutely love cooking live in my kitchen, typically for all of my followers and my customers. And I have a little something different I'm doing today. As you can tell, I am outside. My wonderful husband, he's amazing. If you know him, you love him. He's just an amazing human being. And I don't know how I got so blessed, but anyway, he's a contractor and he just built us a little outdoor kitchenette area for grilling, and he just finished it. And I thought, you know what? It's not blazing hot yet, so I'm going outside because it's so beautiful today. It was supposed to rain and it's not raining, so I'm so happy that I am able to be out here. Being outside fuels me. It gives me energy. Mother Nature soothes me, which is one of the main reasons we moved out to the country. So what I'm going to do today is I am cooking for you. And my cooking, like little lives and my cooking videos they're so much more than just cooking, right? Because I love to explain the why behind why I'm choosing certain ingredients. I love to give you kitchen tips that's going to speed up your cooking time, because I truly want to get as many people in their kitchen cooking a little healthier as I can. And time is always that crutch, right? I don't have time to cook. Well, I'm going to show you today that a really hearty lunch, summer lunch, does not have to take a lot of time. Now, I am going to do a salad today, but don't freak out. I am not just a salad person, I promise you. Just because I cook healthy does not mean I eat salads every day, because your girl gets hungry when she eats salad. So this is a really fun one. I did a video on this salad years ago and it was really popular, so I thought I'd bring it back around because it's so good for summertime. This is what do I call it? I call it a cashew confetti crunch salad. So what it is, it's basically like an Asian-inspired dressing, and we're going to put some cashews in it and some chicken in it, and I cannot wait to show you. This dressing is so good, you're going to want to make it as soon as this video is over. So what we're going to do is we are going to start out. Oh, you know what? I forgot See, this is the bad thing about not cooking in my kitchen. I forgot my vegetable peeler. I'll worry about that in a minute. But anyway, carrots are here. We're going to start off with some romaine lettuce. Now, here is my rule with my recipes. Other than baking, I want you to make my recipes your recipes. If there is a leafy green that you have in your fridge, use it. If there's a leafy green that you really, really love, use it. Try to avoid iceberg lettuce. There's just not a lot of nutrients in it. It has a lot of water, and I just want you to try to get your dark leafy greens as much as you can. Spinach is wonderful. Kale is fabulous, so you make it your own. But I'm going to use romaine today because I bought some the other day for a recipe that I did not make, so I need to use it before it goes bad. So I buy organic romaine lettuce at the grocery store because I don't grow my own. And I am just going to give it a rough chop. I always like to cut them into bite-sized pieces so you're not stabbing a giant piece of lettuce in your mouth and then it going on the side of your mouth, and it doesn't make for a pretty girl. So I'm going to chop it into bite-sized pieces. Now, here's a little tip when you're cutting. I talk about this a lot, but if this is your first time to watch me, you'll learn something new today. When you're cutting, make sure you keep the tip of your knife on the cutting board. The reason is it saves time and it lets the knife do the work. Doing all this action, you're doing a lot of unnecessary work. So what you want to do is just keep the tip of the knife on the cutting board, and you just want to rock it. So I'm just kind of pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. And we're going to stick this. Leafy greens have fiber. Leafy greens are anti-inflammatory. Leafy greens have antioxidants. So I really want you to stay focused on the why behind the foods. Not so much, oh, I gotta eat my greens. Why do you need to eat your greens? Well, they give us fiber. Fiber helps us digest our food, absorb nutrients, and get rid of the waste. Without fiber, we don't properly digest our food. And so today in the American diet, I'm just going to do I'm going to do two because I'm probably going to eat this for lunch tomorrow. one thing that happens in the American diet is it's inundated with processed food, right? Well, processed food are those foods that sit on the shelf for a really long time. Well, they have to strip them of things like fiber so they can have a long shelf life. You're going to see more dogs in the video today. That's Dolly. Dolly, say hello to everybody. So anyway, they take fiber out. So it's our job to make sure we get fiber back in our diets with the foods that we eat that come from the produce section, right? You can get fiber from many foods, but leafy greens is a really good source of fiber. All right, so I'm gonna give them another rough chop. Always remove any brown spots. Probably going to hear birds in the background. I will not apologize for that. I love the sound of the country. And you might see a hummingbird buzz by. You can't see the hummingbird feeder in the camera, but they are going crazy out here right now. They love this time of year. They're a little bossy though. If they're out of feed in their little feeder, they go crazy. They get mad. Okay, now we're gonna add in some green onion. This is from my garden. Yes, I'm bragging. It's my first year to have a garden, so I'm gloating. My wonderful friend Piper, her main job is she does corporate garden beds. So like big companies that feed their employees, they usually will have gardens like on the top of their roof and stuff, or in a courtyard. That's what Piper does. She manages their corporate kitchen gardens. She's amazing. Anyway, she hooked me up on a garden bed, so I'm very lucky to have her as a friend. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in some purple cabbage. You can do any other leafy green that you want. I just personally love purple cabbage. Number one, it's loaded with antioxidants, but it also brings the salad with beautiful color. Like, I want my food to be pretty. When I look at my bowl of food, I want it to speak to me. I want it to say, Shelly, put me in your belly. I just rhymed. Okay, so what I do when I store my cabbage, this is what I do. I wrap a little piece of saran wrap over the cut part and I put it in my fridge and it'll last for like a month. So I always keep cabbage. It's one of my staples that I keep in my kitchen at all times. And then if it has a little tiny brown spot on it, I just cut it off. All right, so I'm just gonna do a couple of slices of cabbage. By the way, whenever you clean up your food, when I say that, what I mean is when you make the small changes and you start eating a little healthier and you start including more fruits and vegetables, your body goes through like a kind of like a detox, and your body is telling, no thank you, Millie. Your body is telling you, I want more of that, right? When you get rid of the processed stuff, you kind of wake up your digestive system, you wake up your taste buds, you wake up your immune system, and it's like, feed me more. So I encourage you, if you're cleaning up your diet and you really are switching over to eat just a little bit healthier, I would encourage you and inspire you to go back and try the foods that you think you didn't like before. The reason that made me think of it, my husband used to hate cabbage. He did not like it at all, and I wasn't allowed to put it in any of our foods. And so now that we've cleaned up our diet, I put cabbage in stuff all the time. I actually did pan-fried cabbage 3 nights ago in avocado oil, by the way. And he ate the whole thing, and it was just cabbage by itself. So when you clean up your diet, I encourage you 2 or 3 months later, try some foods that you think you didn't like before, because your taste buds are going to crave those nutritious foods, and they're going to start liking more fruits and vegetables for sure. Okay, so we're gonna give the cabbage a chop. You can do it as small or as big as you want. Again, I like it to all fit on my fork. I'm not doing the rocking method so much with this because it's a little tall. Ooh, it's starting to heat up out here. I'm getting my workout on here in the heat. All right, that's a little bit too much. I don't need all that. Cabbage, I think cabbage like multiplies as you cook it. I really do. I mean, as you cut it, I think it multiplies. All right, are we done with the cutting board? No, not yet. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in cilantro. So cilantro, my friends, buy it fresh because it's just It got so many good things for us, but the main thing that cilantro does is it helps remove the heavy metals from our body. So we get heavy metals through chemicals we use on our skin. We get it from toxins in the air, radioactive things. So it's very important to remove heavy metals from our body, and cilantro is a really good way to do that. So I'm just going to tear off some. I store my cilantro a couple of different ways. This one is where I wrap it in a wet paper towel, and then I just put it in a Ziploc bag. You can do it that way, or you can trim the ends off of the cilantro, but keep it on the stem. Whoops. Keep it on the stem, and then stick it in a jar with water so the stems are immersed, but the leaves are not. You don't want the leaves in the water. And then just put like a baggie over it, but don't close it, of course. Just put a baggie over the top of it so that moisture can stay up on those leaves, and they'll last you twice as long. Either method works great. So I'm just going to take my cilantro, my heavy metal removing cilantro, and I'm going to give it a rough chop. Doesn't have to be fine because you're putting it in a salad. Ta-da! Now, I didn't bring my vegetable peeler out here. I was going to do these pretty carrot ribbons. Carrots have really good carotene in them, very good for our eye health, not just to make our eyes pretty like we were told when we were little. They actually help keep our eyes healthy, so to prevent things like, glaucoma and cataract and things like that. So we're going to add some carrots, but I guess I'm just going to chop them. And then I'm going to add edamame beans. Because this is an Asian-inspired salad, I want to add edamame. I don't eat a lot of soy, but every now and then it's okay, and they have protein. So we're going to add some edamame. And they were frozen. I just defrosted them in the microwave and added some sea salt to them. All right, next up we are going to add some chicken. I had to boil a whole chicken for culinary school. I'm currently in culinary school. I've lost my mind. Thank you, Ruby, for driving me crazy and stressing me out, but I know it's going to be worth it. And I'm going to take some, I had to cook the chicken, so this is just deboned chicken, fresh chicken. That's all it is. You can buy a rotisserie chicken if you want. Just get a good sourced chicken. Don't get the ones that are full of chemicals and poorly raised and all of that stuff. All right. Now we're going to cut up some carrots because I forgot my stupid peeler. I wanted to do pretty ribbons, but that's okay. They are washed. I really like to keep the skin on my carrots when I'm not peeling them, of course, when I'm not doing ribbons, because a lot of the nutrients is on the outside of vegetables and fruit. So you just need to wash them very, very good. Okay, here we go. Oh. Millie is at my feet, our dog, because she wants a carrot. It's one of her favorite foods. And she also loves celery. She loves cabbage. She loves all of it. Okay, here we go. Give them a rough chop. When you're not talking on a video, this salad would take you 10 minutes to whip up. You could make it for a couple of days. And just don't put your dressing on it, and don't put your cashews in here. You don't want them to get soggy. But add all your crunchy stuff. You can even wait on the chicken if you want. But I'm fine. I'm gonna eat not even half of this, and put it in the fridge, and then I'll add the toppings tomorrow whenever I make the salad or eat the salad. All right, that's enough of the cutting, I think. Yes. Now let's make the dressing. Look how pretty this is. Do you see how gorgeous that is? It has like 6 different colors in it. All kinds of vitamins, minerals, protein, fiber, carbs. Delicious. Okay, let's make this beautiful dressing. This is a staple in our house. I make this dressing all the time. If you learned one thing today, I want the takeaway today to be start making your own dressings and marinades and dips. Stop buying the packaged ones. They're very good at hiding those ingredients that we really need to be avoiding, like sugar, refined oils, and sodium and chemicals for preservatives. Make your own. They take 5 minutes. I think sauces is probably my favorite thing to make. And someday I'm going to have a cookbook, and sauces and marinades are going to be the star of the cookbook because they are my favorite. They're so easy to make, but they are one of the most unhealthy things that we can buy at the store. And I want to show you that it doesn't take a lot of time. So we're going to start off with some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to make enough dressing to last me for several recipes. So I'm going to do like 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Buy your oils in dark glass containers. Very important. Oils are light and heat sensitive. The clear plastic bottles, no good. Now we're going to add in some rice wine vinegar. If you don't have that, you can use regular white vinegar or white wine vinegar. We're using it for the acidity. I'm going to do about 3 tablespoons. You always want 3 times more oil than your acid in a vinaigrette. Take that little note. I learned that in culinary school. All right, now we're going to do sea salt, not white table salt. Please stop buying white table salt. It's not good for us. It's a chemical. It's fortified. It's dense. It's high in sodium. Just stop buying white table salt. Kosher salt is okay, but sea salt's even better just because it has the minerals from the sea, right? Now I'm going to add in some coconut sugar. You want a sweetener of some sort for this recipe. You can also use honey, and you can use 100% pure maple syrup. So it's up to you. And I'm just going to do about a tablespoon. We'll see where that gets us. This is what I love about dressings. They're so flexible. Taste as you go and add extra of what you want and what you love. Now we're going to add in a little bit of sesame oil. Sesame seeds are super good for us. Lots of protein and antioxidants. So we're going to add a little bit of sesame oil because this is an Asian-inspired dressing. Sesame oil goes a long way, so you do not need very much of that. Probably like half a teaspoon. Now we're going to add some lime juice, a little bit more of the acid. Ooh, bugs. That's bugs. I don't have bugs in my kitchen. All right, a little bit more acid. Something big just flew over me with a shadow. That's funny. Oh, it's vultures. Awesome. Something must have died on our property. Okay, I'm sorry, I digressed. Oh, yep, they're right over the pool. You better get. Sorry. The dogs love the vultures. Okay, we're gonna add some garlic powder. See, I get distracted out here, but it's kind of fun. I like it. All right. Did I say everything? Let me make sure I have everything. Lime juice, garlic powder, sea salt, coconut sugar, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, and extra virgin olive oil. I got it all. All right, let's see where I am on the flavors. Might need to add something. You can add black pepper to this if you want. Oh, the vultures there's so many of them. Hope there's nothing dead in my backyard. Okay. What's it need? I think it needs a little bit of sugar. Coconut sugar, low glycemic, really good for us. Because it comes from the coconut. That's all it is. There's nothing added in it. Read your labels. Make sure there's nothing added in your coconut sugar when you buy it. Sometimes it's called palm sugar, coconut palm sugar, same thing. Perfect. I'm not going to add a thing. Oh, and then what you want to do, I'm going to actually put my salad on this plate so you can see it. The last thing we're going to add are crunchy roasted cashews. Here's a great tip. Write this down. A very quick snack and a versatile food in your kitchen that should be a staple are roasted nuts and seeds. Here's what you do. Put any nut or seed on a cookie sheet. Spray it with avocado oil cooking spray, not Pam. And then you want to sprinkle it with sea salt, not table salt. Put them in the oven in a single layer on your cookie sheet, 375, anywhere from 9 to 12 minutes. It depends on the nut. So think about this. Nuts have different densities. Almonds are going to take a lot longer to roast than a cashew. Cashews are very soft. So you might want to add the almonds first, take them out, then add your softer nuts. But if you're just doing one kind, like today, I did cashews. And that's it. That's all this is. Instead of buying those ones that are in the can that are loaded with sodium and refined oils, buy the raw ones and do it yourself. It takes 5 minutes. But in my kitchen, we are never without some type of roasted nut. And then what you can do is let them cool, put them on top of salads, crush them up and put them on top of a piece of chicken or fish for a crusty topping. You can also add them into a trail mix. All you do is add some dark chocolate chips and some dried fruit, unsweetened, and mix it up, and you have a beautiful trail mix. So these are loaded with protein, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and they're satiating. When you eat them as a snack, you're gonna stay full longer because it doesn't spike your blood sugar. All right, there's my little tip on eating a really good healthy snack. I keep these in my car. Ask my friends, like I always have a container either in my car, in my kitchen, in my purse, because I'd much rather have that as a snack than grab, like a high sugar protein bar or something. Okay, here we go. This is so pretty. Now I did not toss it in the big bowl because the heavy things always fall to the bottom. So I keep it layered on purpose so I can grab the light lettuce at the bottom along with all the heavy stuff on top, if that makes sense. Add a little bit more chicken. So pretty. I'm very excited about this lunch today because I'm very hungry, and I just love sharing. I love sharing healthy recipes with y'all, but my favorite part, and sorry for your bad luck, I get to eat them, right? All right. And do me a favor, put something in the comments if you're watching, please, because that helps my videos get more views. And I would love to get your feedback if you liked this recipe, or if you have ever tried it, or if you're going to try it, or if you've made a dressing before. Tell me all the things. All right, we are going to pour this over the salad. Don't need a lot. And this will keep for several days. I'd say 4 to 5 days. My favorite part, now you can crush these up if you want. Sometimes cashews are pretty soft. Oh, the vultures moved on. So the cashews are super soft, so you can do it in your hand, or you can just put them on here whole. It doesn't matter, but I like a lot. It adds a lot of flavor. And there you have it. Cashew confetti salad with sesame dressing by Shelly Loving, because Shelly can help. Thank you for watching. I'm so happy that you showed up for me. Don't forget to put something in the comments, please, and tell me if you like this recipe. It's hearty, it's light for summer, but it's satiating. You won't be hungry in an hour. And I promise not to inundate you with salads because that's not my forte. And I do believe we should eat some real grub. So I wanted to show you a way to do a healthy salad that will keep you full, and it will keep you coming back for more. And I didn't bring a fork, or I would take a bite in front of you, but I also think that's rude. I won't do that because I'm sad that you're not eating here with me to eat it. All right, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. Do me a favor, give a thumbs up, give a heart, put a comment, follow me on social, Instagram, Facebook. I have a Pinterest and a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna go for now, but I do have some exciting news that's coming in the next couple of weeks. It's huge, it's really big, and I want you to be a part of it, and I need you to check back because I'm gonna keep coming back to you with all of this information, and you're gonna love it. It's exciting. We have some really exciting things happening over here at Shelly Can Help. So thanks for watching. Have a beautiful day, and I'm gonna go for now. But before I do, I have one question. What is on your fork?